Entry number 48. Wages pertaining to March 31st, 2015, paid on 1st April 2015, rupees 5,000. Now tell me which accounts are being affected first. One is the wages account. Now we have not paid the wages for the month of March in the month of March. We have actually paid them in the month of April, and the accounting we are doing is in the month of March. Say 31st March. Okay. Now there is a rule where you have to account the expenses pertaining to 1 year in that year only, so that our accounts show a true and fair view of the financial position of the business. But see, the worker has worked for 31st March, but you have not paid him anything. So there is something called as outstanding expenses. Here it is outstanding wages. Now what is it? Expenses due but not paid. The worker has worked for full 31st March. The worker has worked. So ideally at the end of the month March you should have paid him his salary, and you have still not paid. So in April you are paying it. But my books closed on 31st March 2015. So the entry I need to pass is wages account debit. Wages is an expense. Wages account debit by 5,000. And remember, when am I passing this entry? I am passing this entry on 31st March. My books close on 31st March. Until then the worker has worked, so wages account has to be debited by 5,000, but cash has not gone out. Instead, and liability to pay the worker in the next month or the next accounting year has arises. So what will I do with the liability? When a liability increases, I have to credit it. So outstanding expenses, any outstanding expenses means expenses due but not paid yet. Expenses due but not paid yet. So they are liability to my business and I will have to pay it later on. So wages account debit to outstanding wages. This will be my entry. One more thing I would like to bring to your notice. See, there is something called as calendar year. Calendar year. We all know, we all have seen calendars, and calendar year is from 1st January to 31st December. But now you need to know about the financial year or the accounting year. Financial year or the accounting year. In financial year or accounting year, our book starts from 1st April of every year and they end on 31st March of every year. So to show a true and fair position of the business, when the wages have been for this period up till 31st March and you are paying the wages in April, that doesn't mean you will account them in April. Account them here only up till 31st March, and one liability arising, show that liability arising although the wages are pertaining to this year, but since we have not paid in cash for this year, it is outstanding. It is an outstanding liability, outstanding expense which will be paid in next year. So in the balance sheet I will have something written as outstanding wages 5,000.